Babe, what'd they tell you? Nothing. Okay, she was life flighted here. Yeah.
These are the parents of Mackenzie, whose names are Natalie and John Shirilla. Just a short while ago, they were told that Mackenzie had a horrific accident and then she was taken by helicopter to the nearest hospital. But now, an officer will tell them something that will change their lives forever after hearing it.
Okay. No. You want to sit down? Oh my God. What do you say this? There's progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving. Who died?
Mackenzie's boyfriend and their friend died in this accident, making Mackenzie a suspect in 2 murders. Although the police initially thought it was just a suspicion that serious people thought was a mistake. But as the investigation progressed, disturbing and troubling truths came to light, making it clear that this was much more than just an accident.
If you do not open, you think I'm joking.
What do you mean?
You know that's exactly what I mean. You're gonna come open this door right now, or there's gonna be a serious problem.
One 7-year-old Mackenzie, her 1-year-old boyfriend Dominic, and their 9-year-old friend Davion are heading to a high school party. Mackenzie's 18th birthday is just 2 days away, so this group decides to head out and celebrate. What seems like a normal night so far is about to turn into the most dangerous night in moments. At 2 a.m., Mackenzie and Dominic are spotted smoking. Mackenzie's friends had never seen her do drugs before. Not only that, at 3 a.m., they head to a friend's house on the other side of town and spend over an hour there. By 5 a.m., they figure it's time to head home. Now, here's the weird part. Instead of Dominic driving, Mackenzie insists on taking the wheel herself, and Dominic agrees. Then, when Davion asks for a ride, Mackenzie refuses. Dominic convinces her to drop Davion off at home. The 3 of them pile into the car and take off. Instead of staying on the highway, she veers onto a road with a wall right in front of it, going at extremely high speed. In the morning, a biker passing by calls the police, and they arrive at the scene.
No one's breathing. Bust that window out. All right. Oh my God. Who can hear my voice? Who's in here? Drivers. Radio. Hey. This is bad, guys. She's alive. We got to get her out. Here, all right. You shut and unlock this door.
Let me see your knife. Let's cut this thing out. I don't feel anything. I don't feel a pulse.
She's breathing. I saw her stomach. Her stomach's gone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We got 2 that are gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus Christ. This is the worst I've ever seen. How old is Dominic Russo? 17? 19? Rest in peace, buddy.
Officers see 2 people dead inside the car. 1-year-old Dominic, who was sitting in the front passenger seat, and 9-year-old Davion. But one person survived the driver, Mackenzie. As medics and firefighters arrive to help the victims, and investigators try to figure out how this horrific accident happened, they uncover some terrifying details.
It looks like they even went off the road up there.
They did.
But if you're hitting a building that hard, I just can't believe all the people that work up here that are up here all night long, no one heard.
They're in factory type settings.
Yeah, well.
And it's dark over there.
That's insane though. Once they get her out, I'll go over to this building because I think there's a camera on the front of that building. I don't know if it's working, but I can always ask.
Officers are investigating and call in the man who made the 9.1.1 call for questioning.
Appreciate you giving us a call.
Someone in it, obviously.
Yeah. So
That's a bummer. I didn't want to get stuck, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
right. No, I appreciate you giving us a call. Absolutely appreciate it.
They fucking were hitting it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, because I saw that front end
They definitely hit it hard.
fucking destroyed.
Right.
All right, well, what a way to start your Sunday. I guess better than theirs, huh?
Right. I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
The officer thought it was just an accident. Mackenzie had a disease called POTS, because of which she sometimes got dizzy and fainted. The authorities thought that maybe this could be the reason for the accident. One thing was noticed, that the car had no brakes, applied anywhere, and its revelation is about to happen now, in just a few moments.
I've personally been told that she did voodoo on him.
She was scared that she was going to make him crash the day before the actual crash.
So I feel like that's what she was trying to do, was crash the car into the wall.
On one side, the officers are collecting evidence at the scene, and one of them goes to the hospital to talk to Mackenzie's parents. They only know that their daughter has been caught in a very big accident.
Oh, God, help me. Babe, what'd they tell you?
She just
Okay, she was life flighted here.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that.
Okay. No. You want to sit down? Wait, do you say this? There's progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving.
Who died?
I don't know whether, because one that we don't know, his name's Jacob. Does anyone know Jacob?
no, stop. Let him talk.
Guys, I know, we've been dealing with this. Your daughter's okay. She's talking to us. I talked to her, okay? Your daughter's alive, okay? Your daughter's alive. She was driving me, okay?
Who's that? Jacob and who?
I think, what's the name you said? Might be.
Oh my God.
Stop.
What's his relation to you? Okay, yeah, the Don was in the car.
Stop. Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
It's right now, it's ongoing investigation. Speed is definitely a factor. So are drugs.
Dom is dead? Dom is dead? Is that what you're saying to me? Look at me. Is that Dom is dead?
There's no always way for me to say anything right now, man. This is a serious situation.
Dom with curly. It's the same Dom. Maybe it's a different Dom. It could be a different Dom. Might be a different Dom.
What's that?
Do you know about their third?
No, not at all. We're gonna keep it that way for, okay, she's getting worked on now, okay? Full transparency here, there's drugs in the car, she had a bag of mushrooms on her and a scale. Full transparency, guys. I'm sorry, I'm ripping the Band-Aid off, okay? Drugs in the car.
So she was awake, but not awake, so she was like not.
In and out of consciousness. Should be fully extracted from the vehicle. IFD. I know she has a severe leg injury. Like I said, she was speaking, and she had her seatbelt on.
Only Mackenzie had buckled her seatbelt in the car. That's why she was the only one who survived. If her was committing suicide, she wouldn't have taken such precautions.
Yeah, that probably saved her life. 100% saved her life.
She had a seatbelt on. Oh.
I don't believe the others did.
Mackenzie's parents were relieved that their daughter had survived. But now the authorities have to do a difficult task. Tell Dominic's parents that their son has died. Remember, they don't know yet.
Hi, Christine. Hey, can I talk to you real quick? Yeah. There was an incident that we believe Dominic may be involved.
What?
Both Davion and Dominic are deceased.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh God!
Christine,
Oh God!
Just sit down.
Oh God!
Just sit down.
Oh my God!
Go ahead, take a seat. So,
You know what time it happened at?
no, we don't. Right now, what we do know 100% is somebody called it in, somebody passing by at around 6:15, 6:30.
Oh, you know what? The car was just smashed somewhere?
Yeah, so what it appears that happened is they were going westbound on Progress from Pearl Road. They went
Right here in Strongsville?
Yeah, in Strongsville. That business that's right on Alameda, right where Progress ends, that's dead ends right there. They hit that building. They hit the sign out front and then they hit the building.
But they fall asleep at the wheel or something?
Don't know.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
So 2 kids are dead, my son's dead, another kid's dead, and the girl's in the hospital?
She's in surgery right now.
Oh my God, huh, Chris?
I mean, another family member or a friend or anybody that you might want us to call on your behalf?
No. This is a fucking nightmare. Hey, somebody called in at 6:30 in the morning?
Between 6:15
6:15, 6:30, yeah.
Came upon it passing it by.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is fucking horrible. She was in her car?
It was in Mackenzie's car, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is she, you guys don't know?
We right now we don't know. She's in surgery right now, so we don't know.
What a fucking nightmare.
Now, 3 weeks have passed, in which Mackenzie stayed in the hospital. Now her condition has improved a lot. Now she has returned to her normal life. The community mourned Dominic and Davion's deaths and congratulated Mackenzie, who had just lost her friend and boyfriend. But soon, strange things started coming to light about Mackenzie. In the coming weeks, Mackenzie felt that everyone had accepted this accident as just an accident and nothing more, and Mackenzie didn't even participate in the funerals of her friend and boyfriend. Now she started showing off drugs on social media, promising and challenging that she could take more drugs than anyone and still stay alive. And then on the 31st of October 2022, Mackenzie goes to a party for the first time after the accident. But now everything is going to change when Dominic's family comes to the police with a video that is from just 10 days before the accident, which was recorded on Dominic's phone.
Dom, if you do not open, you think I'm joking. You think I'm joking. Like, I'm dead ass. You're gonna come open this door right now, or there's gonna be a serious problem.
This is a small clip taken from a 5-minute video in which Mackenzie is threatening Dominic, but that's not the whole story. Now Dominic's family will show even more shocking things, including text messages that will confirm that she had threatened to kill Dominic. Now this evidence was enough to reopen the case. Now officers are viewing this case as double murder and a premeditated conspiracy.
At this point, this is a homicide investigation, and so we are trying to show that she intentionally drove the car into the wall.
Shortly after the investigation began, officers started questioning people from Mackenzie's community and her relatives, and it proved to be very informative. The officers first brought in Mackenzie's ex-boyfriend, Tyler. Unfortunately, his statement puts the officers in even deeper concern.
You understand you're not under arrest.
Yeah.
You walk out anytime you want. We have approximately 10 questions that we wanted to ask you. How long were you guys in a relationship, you and her?
Well, we were all friends in a friend group at first. I ended up dating her for a little bit, probably over the summer. I was only dating her for probably a month and a half or 2 months. And then me and Dom that she was cheating on us basically, but it wasn't anything official, so it wasn't no hard feelings with whatever happened. I just kind of was after me and Dom found out about that, we had no problems with each other and nothing, but they were on and off, and I kept on talking to her still while they were on and off because we were all still in the friend group and stuff. So, and then we kind of just stopped being intimate, you know what I'm saying, and we're just friends.
So describe the relationship. What was it? What was she like as your girlfriend?
I don't really have much with her relationship wise because we didn't date that long, but friend wise, she was crazy.
She mentally just not all there?
Yeah, I don't think she's just mentally all there. I personally feel like she was trying to kill herself in that crash, and she failed on doing so.
Why did Dom put up with this? Do you know?
I've personally been told that she did voodoo on him. She has told people that she's put a spell on him so that he couldn't break up with her, that she had grabbed a piece of his hair, and that she had a doll in her room for Dom, and that she had literally put a spell on him, but she would tell everyone. And she truly believed in that kind of stuff, and she also uses the pendulum, I know too, to try to get answers. She tries to use it now to talk to Dom.
Do you think Mackenzie has it in her to drive a car into a wall? I mean, if you guys speculate that she did it on purpose, do you think she has it in her?
I feel like if she thinks that she can just drive the car into the wall and not feel nothing, you know, like I feel like the only reason she survived is because of how small she is. Like, I feel like she got insanely lucky, but at the same time not lucky to survive that, because it's like she killed 2 people if that was what she was trying to do. But it's like I feel like that's what she was trying to do, was crash the car into the wall.
A very deep picture of Mackenzie's actions is now coming to light. This was when those 2 friends came to a party. They claim to have proof that will prove this accident was not just an accident.
I just want to show you.
Oh no, explain it.
So this is when they were going down Progress Drive, and then you know how there was like tire tracks before it, like on that side grass. So that's the sign.
That's when it hits the sign.
And then that's where she curved exactly right on.
Gotcha.
Missed those 2 rocks and went right into the sign, the side of it. She went right into that wall.
Right.
No, so you can see like the hard braking was right at the wall, and then her high speed
was after the hard braking.
Was 90 miles per hour.
It looks like the person in the front seat tried to turn the wheel because of the fact they were going to go straight into a wall. And it doesn't say she hard broke once. It was 90 miles per hour down that whole road. And I also think because of Kenzie's and Dominic's history that they were fighting, I think Davion went on his phone to distract himself from the fighting. Although they were on drugs, they can also still be fighting with being on drugs.
The statements were deeply concerning, but the officers still had no concrete evidence to arrest Mackenzie. Now they take the interview of Dominic's brother. This will reveal some such searches that will worry the officers. There are some harmful things in this conversation.
You mentioned that anytime Dom would kind of want to break up with her, she'd kind of go crazy. Describe crazy, like what kind of crazy?
Like there is times where she called Dom and said, if you break up with me, I'm going to word for word. There was an instance literally a couple days before the crash that she was hitting him on the highway while driving, and he had to pull his car over on the side of the highway, not in a very safe parking spot either, and have somebody else come pick them up and drive the car home because he was scared that she was going to make him crash. And that was just prior to the day before the actual crash.
Before the accident, Mackenzie had threatened Dominic's life, saying she would crash the car he was in. Dominic's brother's interview is still ongoing, giving the officers a motive for why the crash could have been deliberate.
You're going 94 miles an hour. You don't have a very fast car to begin with. You were stomping that gas pretty much that whole entire time. There's no brake marks on the street at all. Even before the hit, you would think that some type of instinct would kick in, slam on the brakes. But to my knowledge, she went straight into it. Off of what I know and off my assumptions, Dom tried to break up with her multiple times, even in July. They kept not like working out, whatever. They kept making back up. Kenzie's known to be the kind of person that she's let us know she will never let go of Dom, and if she has to let go of Dom, she will not go on living herself. She's pretty much let that be known.
On the 6th of August, 2022, 1 week after the incident, Mackenzie's father called the officer. There, he gives concerning statements. Footage of the incident is not available. The officer who was called there will now give dangerous statements in the interview.
Sarge, I want to ask you first about August 6th. If you recall, that's the day you guys were dispatched to Mackenzie Shirilla's room. Can you tell me about that day?
So we were dispatched up to the room for a disturbance. Once we arrived up on the room, she was upset with her dad. We asked the dad to step out, and we're trying to calm him down, and he's like, you guys probably know who I am. At one point in the conversation, he's like, I feel like my daughter needs a psych evaluation. And he's like, because she's not, thinking clearly, and word for word what he said, I don't recall every word that he said. He was pretty hysterical. He was pretty upset. She was upset with her dad because, she wanted to leave to go to the funerals.
Mackenzie seemed sad after Dominic's death because she was upset with her father for not letting her go to Dominic's funeral. But in the meantime, the police accessed her phone and found very disturbing things. A lot of cash despite having no job, a fake ID, and numerous examples of reckless driving on her phone. Now in November, detectives get crucial evidence. After checking Mackenzie's phone locations, officers discover that she had driven to that road 7 times before, practicing with full planning straight toward that exact brick wall. This became the biggest piece of evidence, as she had rehearsed that route multiple times. On the 4th of November, 2022, more than 3 months after the incident, officers are sent to arrest Mackenzie Shirilla.
Where is she?
I'm back there, pal.
Hi, Mackenzie. Step out for me. I'm Detective Hazu. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2, okay? Nobody's gonna ask you any questions. Nobody's gonna bother you. Can I have your key, please?
Could you please be careful taking this one off so it doesn't break the bracelet, please?
You got it. You got it.
What's your first name?
Mackenzie.
Okay, Mackenzie, I'm gonna take your handcuffs off. I need like all the jewelry and everything from off, okay?
I can't wear any of it.
No, I need you to take it off while you're in jail right now.
Mackenzie's parents would soon find out about her arrest and immediately drive to the police station and desperately confront the police. But it would all be too late.
I need to speak to my daughter because you guys aren't allowed to speak to her at all. That's from the lawyer. How you guys did this on the weekend is just, well, all you do is go, hey, there's a warrant for her. We would have brought her right down here with no problem. She hit it. Unbelievable. I mean, 18.
Well, the warrant was issued today, so we had...
Well, you could have made a phone call, couldn't you? You had your creeper out in front of my yard watching.
So... she can't take any, she's an adult, she can't take any phone calls right now.
Okay, well, I still need to speak to my daughter so she understands whether not to say anything to you guys. I mean, we had to roll out the whole mess to pick up an 18-year-old girl who can hardly walk out of a hospital visit. It's just beyond me.
So we follow the law, that's what we're doing today.
Am I going to be allowed to have a 2-minute conversation with her?
You cannot talk to her while she's here.
Why doesn't she get a phone call? If you arrest her, why don't she get a phone call?
She was just brought in. They're going to process her as soon as they get the time for her to make a phone call. She will be able to make a phone call.
She's a lawyer. She does have a lawyer.
She is 18 years old and she can speak that.
Yeah, but she's a dumb 18-year-old that just turned 18. And these guys are going to take advantage of her. She's not allowed to speak to you guys. I'm telling you that.
Her attorney can call us.
Don't ask her any questions. She's not allowed to speak.
Her parents don't want Mackenzie to talk to them. They demand a lawyer because Mackenzie will need one. Now she will have to face the consequences of her actions. Now a case is filed against her.